on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Today is the 21st of November 2022. Remember guys to like, share, comment and follow. So guys, I'm not yet well and I do apologize of my voice and but anyway, I will try by all means to keep you guys up to date today with the latest news happening in and around Zimbabwe as usual. And so is Jonathan Moyo and Patrick Joao apologizing to Zanu PF of using that hashtag Zanu PF must go. Self-exiled former Minister Saviour KASUKUWERE is accused the ruling party Zanu PF of failing to abide by its constitution in elevating President Emerson Mnangagwa as its leader following the ousting of the late former leader Robert Mugabe. Speaking at a discussion on the 5th anniversary of Mugabe's ouster held under the topic Back to the Future, a review of the post-November 2017 coup in Zimbabwe, which was hosted by SEPS Trust last Thursday, KASUKUWERE accused Mnangagwa of venerating Mugabe's traits of consolidating power around himself. He also claimed that Mnangagwa was Mugabe's preferred successor, but was pressured by the power-hungry allies to stage a coup in November 2017. Those colleagues were looking at the watch and wanted to test power. Their ages were advancing and some were turning 79, others 80. If we had discussed this at the party, we would have not been where we are now, KASUKUWERE said. The appointment of Mnangagwa as then vice president was an indication that Mugabe wanted him to come in. This was a discussion he had with us to say, let Mnangagwa come in and we can move forward. But Zanu PF being Zanu PF, there was a secretive way of doing things which created problems for us to this day. Mugabe, who had ruled Zimbabwe since 1980 and overseen its descent into economic ruin, watched as a bitter rivalry between his wife Grace and Mnangagwa, which precipitated his ousting by military chiefs. Grace had hoped to take over as president and had the backing of the Zanu PF faction known as G40, while the army was backing Mnangagwa. KASUKUWERE said Mnangagwa had succumbed to pressure from power-hungry allies, adding that Mugabe had sensed his growing disloyalty and fired him as a vice president and purged him from the party on November 6, 2017. The dismissal enraged Mnangagwa, who had served the liberation movement since his youth and for which he was nearly executed after he was caught bombing a train as a young militant. When Mugabe developed doubts about Mnangagwa's loyalty, that is when Mnangagwa failed to control his faction members that led to the unconstitutional events of removal of President Mugabe, KASUKUWERE said. At the discussion, he said we should have struck constitutional process to challenge the president. The big problem in Zanu PF now is that nobody can stand up and say, I want to be a Zanu PF president. You can say that in exile, not in Zimbabwe. We should have stuck to the constitutional process to challenge the president. Mugabe was regarded as one of the great survivors of international politics, but KASUKUWERE admits that he overstayed while insisting that deep-rooted factionalism in the party forced the aging leader to defer his plans to step down early. After the 2002 elections and thereafter, Mugabe intended to step down, but factors took place that meant he remained in office until 2008 when we had that humiliation with the MDC, and he stayed up to 2013 when he won. He thought after winning the election in 2013 he would put in place process for a much more stable succession program. In 2017 he told me as his political commissar that he was stepping down. We were in Mexico attending a conference and we talked for about 7 hours. Still it was too late because of the dynamics of the politics at that time, KASUKUWERE said. KASUKUWERE is conspicuously absent as two of his G40 colleagues, Jonathan Moyo and Patrick Joao, tried to maneuver their way back into the ruling party. Last week, the two former ministers made a public apology for being involved in the opposition Citizens Coalition for Change CCC party politics. Speaking in the same dialogue, CCC Vice President Tendai said there was need for Zimbabweans to converge for a democratic breakthrough from Zanu PF capture. I want to agree with those who say we need a new consensus, we need a new social contract, we need new levels of interaction and intervention. Zimbabwe is a broken society, BT said. It's a broken country. We have been mutilated, we have been vandalized by autocracy, by a political system, by a political party built on the culture of entitlement, built on the culture of impunity, built on the messianic complex. No one can rule except Zanu PF. And so guys, that's the latest here. And so Saviour KASUKUWERE, the man is not backing down, and that's why Zanu PF was saying KASUKUWERE is behind Subed Musenge's application, which is still in the court as we speak right now, Iriko High Court. And so the man is still saying that kana personal constitutional imo Zanu PF zvinonetsa because hapana munhu anokwanisa kusumuka achichallenge at the president. That's why taizongonzonzi pane mafactionism aripo between Mnangagwa naVachiwenga. But sine we saw Vachiwenga Zanu PF Congress vachi endorse President Mnangagwa for presidential election in 2023 as an PF candidate. Saka mutonembe kutoti pakaipa. But it's already the comment section. This is daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Mila Entertainment TV. Yanzi matakaja kare nyaredzi mwana. And yes, we need to focus now on the future. Zvakaitika kudhara zvakaitika. Mugabe wasisipo wakashaya. So what's the way forward right now? That's what people should be discussing. What future tingaite to move forward as a country. So guys, this is a daily news, breaking news, everyday news. Remember to like, share, comment and follow and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our new uploads that we do upload here each and every day, each and every hour. Please.